New York, New York, it is indeed a wonderful town, but you should know a bunch of high-tech warships from around the world are cruising into New York Harbor. And along with them, thousands of sailors, just like you saw there in dress whites, engaging in an adventure on the streets of New York City. It's not an invasion, but one of the city's favorite events, Fleet Week. Joining us now with some details is the Commissioner of the Department of Veteran Affairs here in New York City, retired Brigadier General Dr. Laurie Sutton. Commissioner, again, always good to have you here with us.
Thank you so much.
So let's talk, again, that iconic shot of those guys in town, in Manhattan. This is great on leave.
Great, yes.
But there might be some folks out there saying, I've heard of Fleet Week, I'm not sure what it is. What is it?
Fleet Week is a long-standing tradition, not only in New York City, but around the country. 1 week every year, we have over 2,000 sailors, Marines, coasties who come to New York. This year, we've got 14 ships at 6 ports. We've got, there's a Navy dive tank at Times Square, the Coast Guard silent drill team. There are tours of the ships. There are things for families. It's a way for New Yorkers to experience their maritime troops. We love our sailors, our coasties, our Marines, and it's a way for them to learn more about what they do because they can actually talk to our troops. They can buy them a beer, they can go to a show, and we're just so excited. And then these wide-eyed sailors, Marines, and coasties.
It's interesting when you say that because in walking around during this week, historically, I'm always interested in seeing the reaction of the New Yorkers. And it's just, they're very embracing.
Oh, New Yorkers, we love!
Yeah. And I remember what my father-in-law, who passed away, my father-in-law was a veteran of D-Day, landed on the third wave on Omaha Beach, was severely wounded about 10 days into the battle, lost part of his hand, his arm, but he loved everything about the military. He was interesting, that Greatest Generation. He didn't talk about it, but he loved it. And when Fleet Week would show up, he just was so excited. And he was in the Army. He was one of you. He was one of you. But he just loved seeing it. Oh. And it's interesting how it's evolved from sort of a Liberty stop to an entire event. Talk about, you started to touch base on it. Talk about some of the things that take place when everybody's in town for this.
Oh, listen, first of all, I would just direct folks to the FleetWeekNewYork.com website. It has the entire schedule, but there are dozens of events, things for families, to watch kids and families go through the tours. Yeah. There are 6 different ports, so no matter where you live,
they get on some of these ships. They're on some of these ships.
Get onto the ships. They're going to talk to the sailors and the Marines and the coasties, and they're going to learn about what they do to protect our freedoms and our way of life. So from the dive tank in Times Square and that silent drill team, it will just bring a sense of reverence and pride to the
there's
heart
something
of
about
every New Yorker.
That stops everybody immediately.
Yes.
Now, you have a favorite? Something that you're looking forward to doing? A tour you want to do? An exhibit that you're involved in?
I love the band concerts. Oh, look for the band concerts. They'll be in every borough. You don't want to miss them. You don't want to miss the parade of ships. But if you've never been on a ship, get out there to one of those tours. Look for the dive tank. Go to the silent drill team. Know that even if for some reason, let's say that you're out of town this week and you miss it, know that you don't have to wait until next year's Fleet Week. You can go to the Intrepid any day of the year.
The Intrepid is just a wonderful spot. I
said to somebody, a national treasure.
I shot a story once a number of years ago on one of the brand new aircraft carriers.
Yes.
It was a city. It was a floating city. Yes. And getting on the Intrepid, as you said, is such a wonderful spot to visit here in New York, to get a sense of what life was and is life for all of these.
And there are still crew members who served on the Intrepid.
That's right, who are still alive with us.
It's so touching to listen to their stories and to recognize that when the Intrepid was out and among the fleet and doing its duty, the average age of the sailors on the deck, 18, 19 years old.
You realize how young they are.
Just amazing. And poetry in motion.
Well, it's always a delight to chat with you and have you share some of your thoughts and perspectives on this. I'm sure people, after listening to this conversation, are going to say, I'm going. If nothing else, I'm going to the dive tank. I want to see what that one is all about.
As they say in the Navy, bravo, Zoo. Bravo Zulu.
Okay. Now, for an Army person to be saying that good things about the Navy, because usually the last thing that any of my Army folks say is, beat Navy when they're finished. And that's for another conversation.
That's for another conversation. I'll look forward to it. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. And a reminder for you folks, information on Fleet Week 2018 and the schedule of exhibits and events, you can go to the website that the Commissioner told you about. You also visit us at metrofocus.org. Go. You'll have a great time.